Here we are in Talladega, Alabama at the Talladega Superspeedway for the running of the NR2003 race number 13 of the Gatorade Cup Series season number 5. And on pole for this race is Luke Rainey, the number 2. 2 is outside his points leader, Cole Luigi. He has about half a race on the next guy in the points. 3rd is Michael Canto. 4th is Andrew Miller. And running out the top 5, we've got Jay Jefferson. Then Patrick Smith in 6th. 7th is Cynthia Bright. 8th, Wyatt Walker. 9th is Levi Jones. And Tim Gary, 3rd in points, rounds out the top 10. The rest of the field goes Josh Vito and Case Mito. Then Adam Lewis and Eli Bright. Joe Jefferson, your Daytona winner from earlier this season, so watch for him. He knows how to win at these types of tracks. 2 is inside, 2nd in points, Alexander Rowe. Then you got Kevin Bandon and John West. Then Alex Stewart and Tim Randolph. Keegan Thompson and Justin Heath. Jason Smith Jr. and Max Anderson. William Seaman and Michael Gregory, along with Francis Dustin and Trey Rainey. Derek Bouchard and Riley Spurley-Dude. TJ Hanley and DJ Reed. He's finally back in the number 21 car. He's going to try and make the chase after missing 3 races. Behind him, you got Brandon Tharp and Jeff Bright. Then Marcus Sachi and Carter Friesen, Jonathan Buford and Avi Hernandez, Brady Wormnest and Evan Hunter. And then rounding out the field in 41st, you got Isaac Nichols. 42nd is Julius Anderson. However, they can make up to the front easily. Track position, not much here at Talladega. So Luke Rainey and Cole Luigi on the front row as we get set to hear the command to fire the engines.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
All right, boys, pace and rhythm all day today. Driver's compartment, crew chief, pit crew. Pace and rhythm all day, that's all we need.
As you can see, within the first 5 stars, you got a lot of different types of how their seasons are going. Luke Rainey trying to get back up into a wild card position, starting on pole. Cole Luigi trying to keep his points lead. You got Michael Canto trying to get into a points position. Andrew Miller trying to get back in the top 10. And then you got Jay Jefferson trying to recover from a poor start to the season, down towards the bottom of the points list, so he's hoping to get a good run here today at Talladega and try and rejuvenate his season. This would be the place to do it. Wild race, anything can happen. Pace car below the apron, dipping into pit road as we get set for a long race here at Talladega. 29 laps around the 2.66 mile oval, where 3 and 4 wide is common. And the big one usually happens. It's not a matter of if it's going to happen, it's a matter of when it will happen. So here they come. Luke Rainey and Cole Luigi will take the green flag to start the Aaron's 499. We are racing. Luke Rainey steps on the gas. Green flag at Talladega. Down the backstretch they come. Luke Rainey got such a great start that Cole Luigi was able to get down to the bottom lane, and both those drivers want to lead laps badly. Here comes Luigi to the inside. It's 5 bonus points for every lap you lead. This could be big for Luigi's points lead, as he could get 5 bonus points that possibly Alexander Rowe, Tim Gary, and others might not get. As they come off turn number 4, however, Michael Canto's on his back bumper. Cynthia Bryce also there in the 24. As they come off turn number 4, Canto look low. As they come into the tri-oval, lap 1 is going to be led by either the 09 or the 42. Canto a little bit loose through the tri-oval. Can Luigi get a run off the top? And Code Luigi leads lap number 1 at Talladega. 5 bonus points as Canto's blowing up for 2nd position. Gets down to the apron without any contact. If he can stay below there, we will not have a crash and no caution flag. He stays down there, but a tough break for Michael Canto. Going for the race lead and blows up while running in the 2nd position. You talk about bad luck. That is some serious bad luck, as Canto will not finish this race. It looked like he had a great car, too. He's running up towards the front, and he's going to be able to pass Code Luigi there. As Luigi's able to keep the race lead, he has Cynthia Bright pushing him. Cynthia won at Phoenix earlier this season and trying to get into a position to use her wild card, or her win as a wild card. Right now, not in a position to do that. And Luke Green's looking to do the same. He's right now coming for that 2nd position. And that number 2 cars, they come down the front straightaway to the stripe. Here comes Josh Meal now to the inside, looking to make it 3 wide. He says better of it, puts it back in line. Here comes Alexander Rowe. We talked about him. He's 2nd in points. He get up there and try and get to the lead from Cole Luigi. Try and get those 5 bonus points and cancel out the 42's points. Luke Rainey dives low, has no drafting up, however. Can he keep it below Cole Luigi? As they come down the back straightaway, it doesn't look like he'll be able to, but he'll be able to keep 2nd position. Here comes Alexander Rowe now in the 7, trying to help him out. John West coming in the A7, along with the 98 of Keegan Thompson. See 4 wide back in the pack. That's pretty common here at Talladega. We've seen many 4 wide instances, but once they get 5 wide, that's when it starts to become a little bit more serious. It's down the front straightaway. Coluigi's still leading here at Talladega. Won at the Glen earlier in the season. He led every lap, I believe, en route to his victory. And he's right now led all 3 laps, but a lot of racing left in a big pack trying to run him down. In fact, Keegan Thompson might get clear with a big push from William Seaman right here. Seaman might also get clear. If they get lined up, they will definitely get by that 42s. Here comes Keegan to the inside for the race lead. He has drafting up from Trey Rainey behind him. But does Coluigi have better help up top? No. Thompson with a big run down the back straightaway into turn 3. He'll be able to get beside the 42 and probably buy him by the time they get off of turn number 4. Strong move there. Looks like DJ Reed goes up to the middle lane. Was that voluntarily? It's like Max Harrison did the same right there. Very strange there. Car's getting tight possibly off turn number 4. So here comes Trey Rainey now. Down the front straightaway they come. And Coluigi pushing Keegan Thompson to a lap lead right there. Can he push Keegan clear is the question. He pushed him, but not enough. Trey Rainey stays beside. Back there, they're bumping for the 4th position. Brandon Tharp staying really low and bumped Riley Spurley-Tube. That almost caused a big crash in front of the whole field. And we see some of the guys that started in the back finally getting up to the front. TJ Hanley, Evan Hunter, already on this inside lane. They're looking to the bottom lane. Here comes Riley Spurley-Tube for the race lead. Does Keegan Thompson get a big push from Coluigi? Get down line? No, he got down to the middle, though. A strong push by the 42 right there to the 98. Was able to get the 98 down to that middle lane. Oh, pulling out of the pack. That was the 27, Francis Dustin. He's come down pit road. So another problem for another driver in this race. Dustin now with problems as they come down the front straightaway. 3 wide for the race lead, possibly even 4 wide. Here comes Evan Hunter in the 11 car. Hunter's going to get shuffled to the middle as John West comes low. The 09 still is not retired from this race, but I bet he will shortly, as that was a pretty significant issue on Canto's car. So Hanley with the race lead. Here comes John West looking to the inside. Dustin has gotten to his pit stall. We stay green for now. But with the way they're racing, bouncing off each other, going 4 wide down the straightaways, we might not stay green. Oh, there goes Evan Hunter! Into the pack! Keegan Thompson, Trey Rainey, the other 2 involved. Luke Rainey, pole sitter. Caution out. A few cars involved. John West and Justin Heath going to try and lead the field back here. As caution out, lap number 6. We were talking about how close they were rubbing, and that's where it ended. West gets back to the line in front. Justin Heath in second. And already big issues for Keegan Thompson. He got a ton of damage to that 98. Trey Rainey, Evan Hunter, and others. Let's see what happened to bring out caution number 1. We said we saw them rubbing. You can see Evan Hunter, and I think that's Riley Spurley-Tube right there that were rubbing. And they got up close, rubbed together into Keegan Thompson, into Trey Rainey. Coluigi, your points leader, I think was able to barely miss that one. Alexander Rowe got some side damage. He'll be able to continue on. But Trey Rainey, Keegan Thompson, and Evan Hunter take the brunt of this. And then Hunter comes off the wall, and that's where he gets Luke Rainey. And the 2-car, your pulsar with a ton of damage. Once again, the bad luck for that 2 team continues here at Talladega. Let's go on board with him, as he has an onboard camera for being your pole sitter. And not a view he wanted to see here as he was at the back of the pack on the top lane, nowhere to go. Yeah, if that 11 didn't come off the wall, he might have been able to get by. Alexander Rowe, second in points, able to barely escape this one. Yeah, he did get some side damage, but I believe all will be well. And one more, Coluigi, your points there. I think he was able to get away with one right here. He was beside Rowe in that accident. Joe Jefferson also did a good job there to get away and gave all those guys some room. John West led the field back to the stripe. They will stay out, and the A7 car leads back to the green flag. Going back here with 19 laps to go and some big developments here at Talladega. First look at the cars out. Michael Cantor, remember, he had that valve issue. Francis Dustin still in pit road with a problem. Evan Hunter, Trey Rainey, and Luke Rainey have retired from damage. But Coluigi comes down pit road under caution. He has yet to leave. He is right now 2 laps down, about to go 3 laps down. A big, big issue for your points leader, Coluigi. And does this allow others to try and run down that points gap? John West out front in second. You have Justin Heath. Third is TJ Hanley. Fourth, Levi Schoenson. Fifth, Kevin Band. Sixth and 10th goes Alex Stewart, Brady Wormnest, Marcus Sanchi, Avi Hernandez, and Eli Bright. So that's your top 10. Coluigi is still not left pit road. He's going to go 3 laps down, possibly even more now. Dustin still on pit road as well. So big issues for your points leader. Restart with 19 laps going. Lap number 11. John West just needs 1-2. Green flag back in the air. We're back racing. See some blocks being thrown back there. Kevin Van goes up to the high side to block Alex Stewart, but doesn't actually hurt him in the long run as he's going to get put 3 wide top, it looks like. Justin Heath also went up to the top side. Does TJ Henley fill the hole to the bottom? Henley didn't get such a great restart there, but he got a big push from Levi Jones to get below that 9 car as they come off turn number 2. And it takes about a lap and a half to get up to full song with these restrictor plates. Down the back straightaway, 3 wide. Looks like for the race lead, Levi Jones ducks low. He has his teammate Bray Ornis behind him. Javier Hernandez and Eli Bright also lined up on this inside lane. Code Luigi still in pit road with Francis Justin. You know that 42 team has to be devastated. They missed the big one, or not really the big one. They just missed a wreck, barely. And now here they are in pit road with problems. Here comes Javier Hernandez to the bottom lane. Push from Eli Bright. That's for the second position. Levi Jones will lead this lap. And now they're going to be up to full song. Over 190, and the pack they reach speeds of just below 200. As Eli Bright gets shuffled to the middle. Javier Hernandez to second. Kevin Ben and Michael Gregory. Third and fourth, Alex Stewart also there. Marcus Sachi, good to see him up towards the front. He's right now on the inside lane trying to work his way up to the front. I see you got some slower cars towards the back. Riley Spurley too, of course he has his damage. You got Keegan Thompson, I believe that's a 15, Josh Samita also with damage. So we'll have to see how that affects this race, if it does at all. Kevin Van's going to take the second position. Still on pit road of the 42 and 27. So they have to get back out there and see if a big one can happen. Try and gain positions that way. But if they don't get out there soon, they're not going to even have the chance to even make up positions. So Schoen's going to try and control this race lead now. He's gotten it. They're battling behind 2 and 3 wide. And Schoen's doing a really good job of blocking all 3 lanes of traffic. Right now, he's trying to get to the inside to block Andrew Miller. He's going to get it as the pack is kind of split into 2 for now, but you got some teammates back there working together. You got Derek Bouchard and William Seaman trying to work their way to the front. And you got Tim Gary as well. Remember, Gary's third in points. This could be huge for him as Andrew Miller trying to jump to the outside. Here comes Wyatt Walker trying to get to the inside, and a whole knot of cars racing to turn 3. And where is Alexander Rowe, the guy who was second in points, only about 90-some back coming into the day? Right now, 23rd towards the back of this field. He could get to the points lead if everything stays like it is for now. Schoens with Wyatt Walker pushing him. Jay Jefferson going to get down line in front of the 20 car as they come down the front straightaway. Schoens still leading, and here comes Jay Jefferson for the second position. Isaac Nichols trying to get up to the front in that number 48 car. Casey Mills going to shut the door on him. And now Katie's going to look for the third position underneath Wyatt Walker as they come down the back straightaway. Jefferson with a run on Levi Schoens. He looks low. Does he have enough draft, though, to get by? It looks like he got a big run down the back straightaway. Casey Mills might make it 3 wide. She got a good run with that draft, reaching speeds up to 195, 196 down the back straightaway. Jay Jefferson will get to the race lead. Casey Mills pushing him through. Behind them getting close. 3, 4, almost 5 wide in some areas. Isaac Nichols Alex to the bottom for that second position. Going to get Jefferson to lead a lap. That's 5 bonus points towards the points. And that's what he needs. He's towards the back of the points. Let's look at Wyatt Walker. Third lane to the bottom lane. Wow. Great move there to get to the bottom lane. Adam Lewis now coming for that second position. Joe Jefferson is there. Remember we talked about he won at Daytona. That's another plate track. So he knows how to win on these types of pack racing tracks. And he can definitely do it here today. He's right now in position to do it, as we are just about halfway through this race now. 3 wide for the second position. Adam Lewis going to try and get down line. Nope, Joe Jefferson's going to fill that hole. Now he can make it a Jefferson 1-2 at the front of the field. Yeah, Jay Jefferson going to be lean. Joe Jefferson going to be in second, and that's really cool to see how those two. Now if they could possibly get lined up and try and push each other away from the pack, or does Joe Jefferson try and pass Jay? Remember, Jari has 2 wins this season. He won in that wild race at Rockingham where the luck was on his side. And Jay Jefferson yet to win this season, but he has had some good runs that have gone down the drain, either wrecks, bad luck, mechanical failures, you name it. It's happened to Jay Jefferson this season. And right now, seeing the 2 Jeffersons out front has got to make those 2 feel glad that they both are contenders. But Eli Bright going to try and break up that party in number 88. He looks to the inside. Joe Jefferson got a good run down the backstretch. He's going to try and keep a fender below him. If he can do that, he's going to have that second position. See the 42 and 27 still on pit road. So obviously with what's happened to those 2, I don't think they're going to be able to get back out there. And if they do, it's going to be very late in the race where they're not going to be able to gain positions. Eli Bright's another person that needs some good runs. He started out the season pretty well. He was top 10 points. He's kind of faded since the first, let's say, 5 races, and he's had some bad luck. He's had some poor runs. He's going to try and get back up there into the top 20 in points and try and win this race today, but he's going to get put 3 wide because here comes Michael Gregory to the bottom lane. Jonathan Buford pushing him through. Buford is in the 55 Aaron's carts. The Aaron's 499. In this race last season, the Aaron's number 55 Dream Machine went to victory lane in this exact race, so can we see a repeat this season? Here comes Michael Gregory. He's going to try and break up Jefferson's party at the front. Jefferson trying to do everything he can to keep the lead, but Michael Gregory has a good run as they enter 3 and 4. And Cynthia Bright coming back on the inside lane. DJ Reed, first race back after being injured, and here he is, pushing Cynthia up into the top 5. You know, that's got to feel good for him. Here comes Cynthia, 3 wide to the bottom. That big run there for that 24 car. It looks like she's going to be able to lead this lap. And that's exactly what she needs. She's trying to get into a wild card position with her Phoenix win, and she wasn't in it before, but with her in still and some other drivers out, she could possibly get into that position. And how about DJ Reed in second? You know how badly he needs to get great runs now. Missing 3 races, he's fallen below 30th in points. He has a win. It came earlier in the season at Las Vegas. So if he could get somehow up to above 20th in points and use that win as a wild card, he could get into the chase theoretically, but he's getting a lot of luck and help on his side. Jay Jefferson getting caught 4 wide top as Justin Heath moves to the second position. Here comes Adam Lewis as well. John West, Kevin Ban, Andrew Miller all come back up to the front. They're going to go 4 wide possibly. Adam Lewis was able to get clear of that, however. Front 3 clear single file. Cynthia Bright leading that train. Justin Heath in second. Adam Lewis is third. And they got a whole nine of cars behind 3 and 4 wide. Andrew Miller getting pushed by Tim Gary. He's going to get through to 4th here. Coming to 10 laps to go this time by. Still a lot of racing left and a lot of things can happen. Lewis peaks low. Got a big run down the back straightaway that time. Does he have enough for a run to stay side by side with Justin Heath? Tim Gary's coming to try and save him. Yeah, Gary's going to push Adam Lewis to get him below the 9 of Justin Heath. Now to Cynthia Bright. Able to block both lanes of traffic here. As the leader, you do a lot more mirror driving than you do driving out the windshield, I can tell you that. Wow, big move there by Case Meal. Saw the run coming from Levi Shones. She decided that she would go down and get the energy off of Shones and block, and it gave her a big run to get to the second position, but Shones looks like it's going to make it 4 wide. That is a move Kay could not block. Shones just had too big of a run there. And Derek Bouchard pushing his way through. Haven't talked about him all race. Here he is in the top 3 with just 10 laps of racing to go. And Shones has a big run here if he can get below Cynthia, which he does, down the back straightaway. But here comes Derek Bouchard as well in the 34. Big moves being made with just about 9.5 laps left at Talladega. 3 wide for the race lead. 2 teammates going to be on the inside lane. Derek Bouchard and William Seaman, 2 teammates. Going to try and push each other, clear the pack. They got Alexander Rowe. We keep saying second in points. And with Luigi still on pit road, it's going to be a big day for him. William Seaman now looking to the bottom 3 wide. So his teammates did not hang together. Levi Shones leads that lap with a big push from the outside lane. 4 by 4 by 4 with just 9 laps of racing left. Do we have a big one? Do we go green to the end? If we go green to the end, we will catch the 15 and 98 who are very slow. So we're going to have to watch out for that if we go green. But they're 4 wide for the race lead. Isaac Nichols showing some muscle. He started towards the back of the field. I believe he started 41st. Here he is being pushed by Tim Renoff to the race lead at Talladega. The pack is 4 by 4 by 4 by 4 all the way back. It's insane to see. There comes Tim Renoff to the bottom lane looking to challenge. Eli Bright in the 88. He got back up to the front. Coming to 8 laps to go. And do they catch those lap cars or do they wreck before then? They're getting really close right now with these 4 wide moves. Tim Renoff tried to shut the door on Eli Bright. Bright was already down there. Back there, they are getting a little close. Just watch for that. Eli Bright clears. And here comes Jason Smeo Jr. And Smeo got a big push from Patrick Smith there in the 51 car, but Max Harrison's going to try and make it to the bottom lane. Eli Bright got a big surge from the top, was not able to clear, however. Now they're starting to calm down just a little bit, but once they catch those lap cars, it's really going to affect who wins this race. It depends on where they catch them, what line they're blocking. Max Harrison now looks to the bottom lane. Jonathan Buford. Jeff Bright's also up here. Good to see Bright Haven't talked about him all race long. He's had some very great runs as of late. Just some bad luck, ill-timed cautions and wrecks that have really halted him from winning any of these races. Oh, back there, they're starting to shuffle 4 and 5 wide. Bright's going to be going for the race lead, but they're catching the lap traffic. Down the back straightaway. What's going to happen once they catch the 15 and 98? You're going to have to go to the middle lane or go all the way around the top, which is what Jeff Bright's going to do right here. They are blocking the middle. Bright's going to get away from the rest of the field. And now the field is stopped behind the 15 and 98. Max Anderson trying to get around the outside, the way outside lane. Yeah, he's going to lead a charge around. Jonathan Buford trying to get to the bottom. Keegan Thompson cuts that off. So Jeff Bright, Max Anderson get away. Then you got the rest of the field trying to get around the 15 and the 98. And that's going to be really hard because they're in 2 different lanes right now. Javier Hernandez does a split. Middle to bottom. As Max Anderson now looks for the lead on Jeff Bright. So they have definitely caught him with that draft. Anderson's going to go right on by the number 5 car. And now can all these guys according back together and make it a race to the finish now? Come to 5 laps to go. So if the yellow comes out, the race is over. And wow, you could see it looked like the 5 was standing still or had a problem because the draft is so huge at Talladega. It really looked like the 5 was slowing down. But in all reality, these guys were just going 5 to 10 miles an hour faster. Alex Stewart's going to take the race lead. He has Patrick Smith behind him as they come to the stripe. 5 laps to go. If the caution comes out, the race is over. Tim Randolph, Alexander Rowe. You know, Rowe, he really wants to get a great finish. We keep talking about him. 2nd in points. Coluigi's still on pit road with issues. And you can't forget about Riley Spirlitube, who is a little bit off pace. So they've gotten around the 15. The 98 will also be gotten around just shortly here as Carter Friesen moves to the inside of him. So the whole field's gotten by the lap cars that has spread it out. But with coming to 4 to go, you still have time to get into the draft and get back up here and get into one big pack and try and get up there and get to the victory lane. Right now, Patrick Smith and Tim Randolph doing a great job of just staying single file and getting away from the pack. Because if it comes down to those two, it's only those two. You know, one of them is going to be going to victory lane. But Randolph looked to make a move, and Jason Smith Jr. is coming with a big run with William Siemens. So that could halt the plan that the 51-93 had, and the 93 may make a move to the inside very shortly. Oh, Cynthia Bright's blowing up in the middle of the pack. Another engine goes sour. Bright needs to get out of the way there. Really held up Wyatt Walker in the 48 along with this pack. And Tim Gary's off pace. Issues for a lot of our front runners. Those were the guys that were kind of leading the second pack charge up to the front. Now they have issues. And now it looks like it's just going to be this one pack that's going to have a chance to get to victory lane here. We're hearing the 16 is a flat tire. The 24 is engine issues. And now this pack's going to need to try and run down this pack, but these guys are going a lot faster. Just 3 laps of racing to go now. These front 2 have stayed single file. They're doing a really great job right now. Randolph and Patrick Smith. Yeah, the 42 and the 27 haven't got back out on track, so we don't know what the issue is on those guys. As here comes Andrew Miller. Can he get to the 2nd position? He has Justin Heath behind him. Nope. Tim Randolph's going to shut the door. No! Miller for 2nd. Here we go. Coming to 2 to go. You have to time your move right. So the front few have a shot to win this race. It's about, let's say, 15 cars. Andrew Miller to 2nd. Justin Heath going for 3rd. To the stripe they come. 2 laps of racing left at Talladega. DJ Reed trying to get down to the bottom lane. He has Marcus Sachi down there, however. And right now there are 17 cars that have a shot at the victory in this front pack. White flag this time by. They do have the 47 Riley Spirlitube head. Do they catch him at a fast rate, and does it slow any progress down? Down the backstretch, Andrew Miller for the race lead. He's going to get underneath Patrick Smith right here. Can he hold it? Can he hold it? No, Smith with a great run off the top. But Miller staying to the bottom. Sliding up the track, trying to get around the 47. They split Riley Spirlitube. Marcus Sachi now looks to the bottom lane. Patrick Smith gets clear. Here they come to the stripe. White flag. Patrick Smith with a huge lead. One more time around Talladega. And now Riley was pretty too busy up to speed because he's in the draft. But can anyone run down Patrick Smith? He has a big lead at the front as they come off turn number 2 down the backstretch for the final time. These guys getting single file lined up. If Sachi out, no, Stewart's going to make a move, and that's really going to halt the move by Sachi and Levi Shones. Down the backstretch for the final time at Talladega. Behind them, 3 and 4 wide. Patrick Smith has the lead. Can Alex Stewart, Max Anderson run him down? Into 3 and 4 and off turn number 4 for the final time. It's Gepti to move through the tri-oval to get the victory. Alex Stewart has a run. Can he get by Patrick Smith? It doesn't look like it'll happen. Into the travel. Patrick Smith blocks Max Anderson down low. And to the stripe they come. Patrick Smith wins at Talladega. Patrick Smith did a great job. He got out front. He's able to block every lane. He got around the lap car right. And he's going home with a victory at Talladega. Wow, oh wow. Let's go and check the finishing results. Here are the finishing results from the Aaron's 499 at Talladega. There was 1 caution flag for 4 laps, and there are 11 lead changes among 11 different drivers. And Patrick Smith led the most laps of 5. He got out front, didn't look back. Once he did, Max Anderson tried to get up to the front. He ends up 2nd. Alex Stewart ends up 3rd. Justin Ethan 4th, and Jonathan Buford rounds out the top 5. They got Marcus Sachi in 6th. DJ Reed, a great race to come back on. He ends up 7th. Andrew Miller in 8th. And 9th, Levi Shones, and William Seaman rounds out the top 10. So there's your top 20. You can see the pack was split into 17 cars there at the end by the lap cars. And that really changed the complexity of this race. Alexander Rowe came into the day 2nd in points. He actually leaves 2nd in points still, as Coluigi had such a big points lead that he was able to retain that points lead. But it's not as big now. It's slimmed down as we will look later on. Here's 21st to 40th. John West also led 5 laps, so he tied for the most laps led. Cynthia Bright there at the end had an issue. It was an ignition problem. So Bright, after running in the top 20, being up towards the front most of this race, has to settle for a 36th place finish and definitely loses points there. Tim Gary was 3rd in points coming into the day. Came down pit road late. It was a tire issue, a flat tire we heard on the 16 radio, and that's why he ends up finishing 34th, a lap down. As you can see, the cars down here, some really weird issues. The 27 came down pit road. Never figured out a problem on that 27. Stayed on pit road the rest of the race once he came down. And then same with Coluigi. Came down under caution, stayed on pit road for the rest of the race. And that really is a bummer for your points leader, who had a really good run going at Talladega. Missed the one and only wreck. And then was on pit road for we don't know a reason yet. Now let's go look at the point standings. So here are the point standings after 13 races. Coluigi keeps his points lead. It's a very, very slim points lead now. It's only 24 points over Alexander Rowe, who is still 2nd. Patrick Smith moves up to 3rd with that victory. He's only 25 back. Alex Stewart is now 4th, and Justin Ethan is 5th. Jeff Bright moves up to 6th. Who would have thought after about 2 races into the season that Bright would be 6th? Tim Gary with a disappointing run ends up 7th. Andrew Miller's 8th. TJ Hanley falls to 9th. And Marcus Sachi is now up to 10th with a nice run at Talladega. So there's your top 20. You can see some guys down here. They are in the danger zone now in terms of wild cards. Right now, the 2 wild cards are Trey Rainey and Joe Jefferson. Jefferson has 2 wins, so that overrules John West's 1. And Trey Rainey right now has the other. And then you got John West there, who can be wild card eligible, and Evan Hunter, who has fallen to 19th in the points. He needs to really get up there to use his wild card or get another win. As you look down 21st to 40th season guys here with victories. Kevin Bandon has a victory. Right now, 21st in points, just 13 points out. Cynthia Bright is 27th in points. She needs to get up there. Along with Luke Rainey, who's 32nd in points. The bad luck continues for that 2 team. They keep on falling down the points list. They were as high as, I think, like 11th at one point. Now they're down 32nd. DJ Reed, remember, he sat out 3 races. He's up to 35th in the point standings. He can possibly get up there. He's in a pretty good position right now to where he can still get up there if anything does end up happening. So look down, Josh Meehl, Riley Sprague, Keegan Thompson. Once again, those 3 had bad finishes at Talladega, and it does not help their points position one bit. Just having some terrible luck this season for those 3. So we look at the next race, race 14 of 38, the Goodies 400 at Dover. That's also going to be another really wild race. We've seen many big ones happen there in the past in the Gatorade Cup Series. So see you guys then.